sensational sophomore season that Maddie Booker has had in the Burnt Orange. And it's the #1 team in the country. Is newly shifted. It's been musical chairs at #1 spot. 4th different team this season that we have seen hold down top-ranked spot. Rory Harmon, the All-American point guard, looking over. Shay Holly gives it right back to Harmon. Got to get working. 5 on the shot clock. Tough pass along the baseline. Jones puts it up. And with .6 remaining, it's going to be Texas basketball, so it's going to be tough to try to get a shot in, just kind of maybe tip it up on the opening possession for the Longhorns on the road. They try to do it with Taylor Jones off the rim. Offensive rebound by Jacolinda Moinintanda and a reset.
Georgia's going to play their 3-2 matchup zone as they draw a tie up there, or foul. Great job by Flournoy. Get her start today.
Game, the winningest player all time in Texas women's basketball history.
You know, at the top we talked about this team's being led by Maddie Booker. Let's not forget Rory Harmon. I mean, she is the heart and soul. So much so she was taking charges in shoot around. I don't often see players taking charges in shoot around.
No, it was a lot of contact, very physical as Flournoy tries to work the lane. Nicolo gets it. And a traveling violation, so they hand it right back over. But I think it's so interesting because when you go to Vic Schaefer's practices or shoot-arounds, you understand that they are going full tilt between Rory Harmon and Shay Holly, both going down hard. But that's the type of toughness that we have seen, and he has come to expect from his group now in his 5th season, leading the way for the Longhorns, taking this program to 3 Elite Eights in the past 4 seasons. Already one of those contenders for the Naismith Coach of the Year on that watch list. No surprise there. Shay Holly, corner 3, looking. Won't go. Moinintanda gets the rebound and gets the first 2 points of this game.
Yeah, the best quote I could give you guys of Vic Schaefer today at shoot-around was he just wants plain vanilla. Plain hot dog. I don't want any sprinkles. I don't want any ketchup, mustard, no condiments, nothing. I want everything plain. And he's speaking to some of the style of play of Georgia is they're going to try and protect the paint. They're not going to, make any look easy. So just make the right pass, make the smart play, and it'll start with Rory Harmon at the PG.
Avinger, who's the point, the senior out of Cerritos. So even up at 2 apiece. And defensively, what is it that this Lady Bulldog team is going to have to do to try to limit the weapons of Booker?
Georgia runs, they can't settle for the 3-ball. I mean, Texas only makes 3 threes a game, and they are the #1 team in the country. It doesn't compute when you think of analytics in today's game. They don't take a lot, they don't make a lot, because they've got great bigs inside and they've got great guards who can score downhill. So Georgia's got to protect the paint today, and they got to get on the glass.
Avinger Gay, and here come the Longhorns. Harmon over to Booker. Don't take a lot of threes. Off the mark there. Moinintanda with the height differential. She gets the rebound, goes hard to the floor. Jump ball, and it's going to be possession arrow for Georgia. And Coach Abe, 3 seasons now in Athens, played here under Coach Andy Landers, but when she took over as head coach, she immediately took the Lady Bulldogs to the 2023 NCAA tournament, and the success that she's had at previous stops at UCF and Albany and Missouri State. She is a program builder.
I ran into her former coach, Andy Landers, on the way to the bathroom. He stopped me and said, "This is not the first time we've played the #1 team." I said, when was the last time? He said, 1985.
Caring for the basketball is something that's going to be of utmost importance also for the Lady Bulldogs. In their first 5 possessions, 3 have resulted in turnovers. Flournoy. Harmon thought about it, instead passes up the 3. Holly can't get it to go. Well, trying to stay even or close on the boards is going to be important too for Georgia, not only in their defense, but they can get extra opportunities. Possession arrow with the Longhorns. They will get the ball when we come back here to Athens. A 6-2.
At that shoot around today of being focused and being disciplined and understanding what the task at hand. And again, no sprinkles.
No sprinkles. 4 turnover now for Texas as they turn it over, and it's Lady Bulldog basketball. Trinity Turner on the inbound, first action of the night, coming off the bench, and a 5-second violation, so they hand it right back over. And those are the moments that, you know, Coach Abe is hopeful that they can correct, as the true freshman out of Orlando, Florida, Trinity Turner, coming off a career best, 28 points, tied her career high in her last game against LSU. Well, Madison Booker, who has been sensational. You think about Rory Harmon, who is back healthy all the way. She had to recover, and after getting off to a great start last year, had a knee injury about 12 games into the season, so she had to watch on, but she
touched it, and I think that's all about ball movement, not letting the ball stick.
Oh, there's a good look at Blair Schaefer on the left in the suit, and to the right, Shea Holly. See comparison in full view.
Both staffs dressed to the nines, I have to say. You know, got some stylish staffs in this league.
Yeah.
Got 2 good ones right here in this game.
Sydney Carter is among one of
We're
our
all
favorites.
fans.
Yep, indeed. She was flying shoot around today.
It was the burnt orange leggings, you know?
Jahate over to Trinity Turner again. So Fati Jahate with the assist from Trinity Turner. And now cutting the lead to 6 here.
And just good patience, too, from Turner to find Fati underneath the basket. And Georgia, you know, the patience works, but I think they still got to play a little bit more with a little bit more pace.
Another look back. So Turner takes a breather, trying to power through again, fighting with the flu. 3 points and the team's leading scorer. Takes a break here with just over 7 minutes to go in the first half. Well, sluggish start for both teams if you're just tuning in. 11-5 after the first quarter. Since then, Georgia has found a way to hang around in this game, and they have used a stronger second period to really help them along the way, and they're within 4. Just over a minute to go here in the first half. Number 1 team, Texas, on the rope. That back door we saw denied by Oldacre. Turner has to look away. Comes back the other way. It's 5-on-4, and Preston for the 3. Trailing, and good to see Flournoy get back up. Holly asked for it. Oldacre trying to get position on Maya Verse. Preston sizes it up. And good defense, active hands for the Lady Bulldogs.
Something worth noting, Texas is top 10 in the country in getting to the free throw line. They haven't taken one yet.
Excellent point, Steffi, is credit this Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, they've been
Bulldog
very
team.
physical.
Yep.
I think you and I are even sweating.
Crossover. Verse has to take the shot, and it won't fall. Well, the Texas Longhorns for the second time.
For those defensive switches for the Longhorns.
We're ready to go here for third quarter action. Fewest points by an AP number 1 team in the first half the past 10 seasons. Just 20 points for Texas. Scored 19 in that first half against LSU, and then what they do, come back and explode for 46 in the next 2 quarters. But Rogers, she gets the offensive rebound. Taylor Jones now with 4 points. And a 4-point lead back out for the Longhorns. is a Georgia team who has been in rhythm, if you will. Played on Thursday, now this game tonight for Texas. It's been a week. Their last game
in transition for Madison Booker. Man, Rory Harmon is so good defensively. She does not let you get by her very easily. Not without a fight. I saw her have ice on her face in the first half. Back out here, you'd expect nothing else.
Well, she is Texas tough. That we're going to step aside here as well with 6:43 remaining. In terms of how you procured that, like how did you get that permit, and did you pass on the first time?
Well, you know, I know my mom is listening, and she's going to, I don't think she knows this actually. Remember Coach Pete Peaver, the men's varsity coach at my high school? That's when coaches could administer your license test. He made me drive throughout my high school, not forwards, guys, backwards.
Oh my goodness.
To pass my test.
Oh my
I did pass it, but at a certain point I was like, do you want me to drive forward? He's like, no, you're good. I was like, okay. It's like 2 minutes.
Certain skill
Probably
to
not
block
legal.
there.
Not legal at all. But it's all good. We're here. 2004, what a year.
What a year it was. Taylor Jones altering that shot. 3.1 seconds remaining on the shot clock for Georgia as they wait to inbound it. Trinity Turner, their leading scorer, falling down and all, and now she paces the way with 7 points for Georgia. Well, Georgia has found a way to hang in this ball game, and you think about just what Texas has gone through. I mean, they faced 4 straight top 25 teams, whether it be Vanderbilt, South Carolina, Kentucky, or their latest LSU. This team has been down, and we're going to step aside here with 4:54 remaining. Coach Abe's going to talk it over with her crew along with Vic Schaefer on the other side.
Vic Schaefer and his staff not letting Georgia get those easy looks in that third quarter.
We said it earlier, but Vic Schaefer mentioning, hey, look, Taylor Jones has been different this year, and we have needed that from her. The unlikely Longhorn, as her dad played rugby at Texas A&M. She said, I never grew up thinking I would be mid-range, about 15 feet out.
If I read her lips correctly, finally is...
But it's just been that type of shooting night, really, for both teams.
Yeah, it's definitely been tough for both. And you have to give Georgia credit, too, defensively, just being in gaps, making Texas take long twos.
Fighting for that one. Okolo tries to split 2 defenders. And when you think about the shot selection for Georgia, I mean, some open layups you talked about in that second quarter, but some really tough attempts in the process as Woolfolk comes down hard. Jock Winantanda whistled for the foul. Good news for the Lady Bulldogs as Damari Flournoy checks back into the game. So Flournoy, who went down hard late in that third quarter, is back up and at him, and so is Mia Woolfolk. Woolfolk at the line, shooting 2. Good time to tell you our Friday starts in Gainesville, where it's the Florida Gators, 6th ranked in the country, host Missouri Tigers. Then number 17, Alabama. It's to Fayetteville to take on the Arkansas Razorbacks at 7:30 right here on the SEC Network. Pull up points, it's at the free throw line. I mean, they were 21 for 21 last Sunday against LSU. Easy and free points, but these 45 have come the hard way tonight.
Oh, yeah. No. I mean, both teams have really taken it to each other. Full court pressure, pressing, lots of steals, lots of turnovers, more turnovers than I know Vic Schaefer would like. 22 for Georgia. That's right around what Texas forces.
Reverse, picks up her dribble, and then miscommunication there.
Texas basketball.
Add to that turnover total for Georgia. So among the bumps and bruises that you're going to take as a young team, as Taylor Jones' turnaround won't fall, Madison Booker comes flying in to get the old bull.
He knew lit.
Yeah, I was surprised that he knew lit, so I knew that, you know, the players had gotten to him. And then at the end of the press conference the other week, he was just like, clock it. I was like, wow, sneaky Vic. I mean,
Respect.
yes, indeed. Respect to this Texas team, the way they fought back. Didn't have their best offensive outing of the night, but defense is what Vic Schaefer hangs his hat on. He's been known as the secretary of Defila Oldacre Make. It's 57-26, and that is
Okay.